Okay, here's a question. What is procrastination? Well, metaphorically speaking, procrastination is the result of a battle between your present self and your future self. And scientifically speaking, procrastination is the result of a battle between your limbic system and your prefrontal cortex. Your limbic system is an older part of the brain that is involved in the fight or flight reaction. The prefrontal cortex is a newer part of the brain where planning complex decisions and making decisions happen. Because the limbic system is much stronger, it often wins the battle, leading to procrastination. We do what feels good now rather than doing what is going to make us feel good later. To beat procrastination, you basically need to trick your brain into getting started. This is why when I procrastinate, I like to use something that I call the 10 minutes rule. Just tell yourself, I'll do this thing for just 10 minutes. And when I reach the 10-minute mark, I can decide whether I want to keep going or stop. Don't say you're going to read a chapter of a book. Say you're going to read for 10 minutes. Don't say you're going to run a 5K. Say you're going to run for 10 minutes. Or don't say that you're going to build that feature. Just say you're going to code for 10 minutes. So why does it work? Because once you get started, there's a really good chance that you're going to keep going for longer than 10 minutes. When you don't want to do something, you often build it up in your mind to be way worse than it actually is. But once you get started, you get to realistically appraise how long it's going to take and how hard it's going to be. This removes most of the anxiety. The idea is to make the task look so easy at the beginning that it doesn't hurt to get started because the commitment is very low, just 10 minutes. And it works even better if you promise yourself a little reward. For example, you'd say, I'm going to do this task for 10 minutes, and then I decide if I'm going to stop or not. And whatever I decide, I can get a little reward. That could be a little snack, a little pamper, whatever makes you happy. Remember, it's harder to start than to keep going. Putting yourself in motion when you're procrastinating is the hardest but most important step. Once you started working on something, it's easier to get in the flow and to even sometimes forget that you initially only committed for 10 minutes. I know other people have advocated for different time commitments. For example, James Clear has his 2-minute rule, Andrea Bonnier has her 5-minute rule, but it doesn't really matter. The principles stay the same. What I recommend is to experiment with different time commitments to see which one works the best for you. Please let me know in the comments if you tried the 10-minute rule or a different time commitment. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Squishy, squishy.